Hi everyone, and welcome to episode number 184 of the Karen Knits podcast. My name is Karen, and I'm coming to you from South Central Pennsylvania, where I live, where I work, where I knit, and get into all kinds of other crafting shenanigans. It is a gorgeous day out today. Bright blue skies and cold. We're into sweater weather. I can't speak today, not good. I'm wearing longer sleeves. I had students teasing me on Wednesday that I was still wearing a t-shirt and it was close to freezing temperatures outside. And I'm like, I grew up in Manitoba. I'm Canadian. This is not cold down here. You guys don't understand cold. So they had fun teasing me. But anyway, I'm filming this on Friday, November 3rd, 2023, and I'll have it edited and uploading for you guys to watch on Saturday morning sometime. We have a bunch of things going on that I'm helping out with my husband's work. There is, hoping these don't come in threes. My husband will be doing a memorial service on Saturday. I'm going in to help get the luncheon thing put together, and then there's another funeral on Monday. So we've got a lot of things going on with his work, and I'm going to be helping out a little bit with that. I won't be able to help much with the Monday one because I have to be at work too. So, but I won't have a chance on Saturday, probably won't get a chance on Saturday to get the filming done for the podcast for right now. So I thought I better get it done on Friday when I do have a little bit of spare time. So it's Friday the 3rd of November. This will be going live and up on Saturday. So I hope you're having a good week. I have missed filming this past several days. I got so used to filming things every day during Vlogtober, and I thank you so much for everyone who watched, everyone who joined in conversations or commented on the videos. I thank you so much. I had so much fun filming those. And actually, I miss it. I felt like I was forgetting to do things on Wednesday and Thursday and all of that because I wasn't filming things. I was eating supper on Wednesday. I'm like, I feel like I should have taken pictures of this or filmed this before I ate it. But I did have a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to doing some vlogging during my Thanksgiving break in the later part of November. And I'm also going to be participating in Vlogmas, and I will be vlogging every day, at least for the first 24 days of December, possibly all of December. I haven't decided on that for sure yet, but I will be doing more vlogging later this year. So if you enjoyed the earlier ones, there will be more of them coming back, so that'll be fun. So anyway, I've had time to do a fair bit of knitting this week. Maybe not quite as much as I had wanted to. I often say that, don't I? But anyway, so I did finish my October sort of shorty socks. I loved this color. This color is so pretty. This is yarn from my 12-day advent calendar, 50 gram skeins of yarn, 12-day advent calendar from Orlando Fiber Arts. And this was the yarn for day number 10 or month number 10. Since I didn't open them over the 12 days of Christmas, I opted to open them one per month throughout 2023 and knit them up into a pair of sort of shorty socks. All the other ones are in a stack here, and I have loved this year-long project. I have absolutely loved working on these. I've had so much fun. I am so excited to come January when I can start wearing them all. I haven't worn any of the first 10 pair yet. I want to get them all done, and so I can take a group picture of all of them all together before they get worn. So come January, or as soon as the December ones are done, they're fair game to wear them. So for anyone who hasn't heard me yak about my sort of shorty socks, I do them 2 at a time, toe up. I roughly follow the pattern Magic Mashup something sock recipe. I'll put the link down below, and the project page on Ravelry will be linked below. So I do them 2 at a time, toe up, and I use bare yarn for the toes and the heels, and using Kay Litton's pop of color at the top. So I do 20 rounds, does my toe. Then I do, for my size, on a 64 using 2¼ millimeter needles, or US size 1, 64 stitches. I do 55 rounds up the foot, which is just right for my size 10, 11 big foot. Then I have 20 rounds for the gusset increasing, all done in the main color. Then I switch to the bare yarn. I do the heel turn, slip stitch heel flap, and then I rejoin the main color and knit until I run out of the 50-gram skein. So I typically do 25 rounds on the leg stockinette, and then I will switch to a 2x2 ribbing and go as long as I can until I've completely run out of yarn, and then I switch to the bare yarn to do 2, 3, 4 rounds in a pop of color at the top, just so I can use up every inch of the main color and have enough to do a little bit more ribbing and bind off comfortably. So October socks are done, except for the ends have to be woven in. And I didn't quite finish them in October. I finished them on the 1st, on Wednesday. I was hoping to finish them in October, didn't quite make it. So that's my finished object for the month. I did not touch my GeoGradient. I took a break from that. That's partly why, GeoGradient is partly why I didn't finish my October socks in October. But I decided to take a quick little break from the GeoGradient shawl. I'll be picking that up in the next week or 2 and resume that. I'm still on clue 3 and I still have a lot of knitting left to do. But I'm back to working on socks galore now. So I finished one pair of socks, and I cast on 2 pair of socks. That math might not be sustainable. I am excited for 2 new pair of socks. The one pair I started, that's all I have. I have like 6, I think I've done 6 rounds. These will be my November 2 at a time toe up sort of shorty socks. And I would have been farther along with them if I hadn't dropped a stitch near the beginning of one of the rounds and dropped it down, and the increasing, I dropped, it worked out to be too many stitches and I couldn't figure out how to fix it. So in a fit of annoyance, I undid it. So I think I was up to about 16 or 17 rounds on the toes, and I could not figure out how to get it fixed. And I just didn't have the patience for it, and I thought, ah! So I undid it and started over. So now I only have 6 rounds done on my toe. But I was hoping I would have had the November yarn added in, but here's what November's yarn looks like. So this was the yarn from box number 11, or my November yarn. Look at that color. Isn't it great? I'm not an orange. Orange is not a color I wear, but oh my goodness. The color of this is amazing. It is the most gorgeous autumn pumpkin fall leaves. Gorgeous color. I love this. I don't have it caked up yet, clearly, but I'm going to cake it up later on today. Probably I'll get that done this afternoon. I'll get it caked up. And as soon as I hit my 20 rounds on my little toe stubs, I'll be getting going on my November socks. And I'm excited to get going on these because this color is just gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. I'm really excited to see what box number 12 looks like, but I have to wait a month, almost a month, to open that. But isn't it gorgeous? I love it. I love this color. I have so much enjoyed doing this 50 gram 12-day advent calendar. It's just been fantastic. I love my sort of shorty socks. I love the length of them. They're perfect for my big feet and my fat legs. They're just perfect. They are my go-to socks. They are my happy place for knitting. They bring me so much joy working on them. I love them so much. If you haven't figured this out, I just absolutely love them. It's nice mindless knitting, keeps my hands occupied. I so enjoy making them. And I love the finished products. And I don't even mind weaving in the ends. I'm kind of weird that way. I don't mind weaving in ends. Especially on just plain stockinette. Easy peasy. It's just a nice mindless little task. I don't mind it at all. And so that's my one pair of socks that I've started. And then I have also started another pair of 2 at a time toe up sort of shorty socks. And these are my make along that I've, these are for the make along that I've started up a couple days ago. These are going to be for my hashtag Scrappy Sock MAL 2023. And I've had a handful of people join me with this. I'm just so excited. I'm so happy that there's been a few of you that have decided you wanted to join along and join my little make along. That makes me, oh, my heart. It makes me so happy. I thought I'll try it and I'll probably just be sitting there all by myself with no one to join me. But I've had several people join and it just warms my cold little heart. But anyway, enough of that silliness. I've got the group opened up on Ravelry. And I see several of you have found that already. And when I talked about it in one of the last days in my vlog, I realized the next day I'm just like, I didn't give enough information. So I posted a quick little video on Wednesday or Thursday maybe, where I talked about where to find the Ravelry group, the name of the Ravelry group. I hadn't told anyone. I don't think I told anyone that yet. Anyway, you can tell I've never done this before. But anyway, the rules for this make along are super loosey-goosey. There aren't really many rules. Knit socks, crochet socks, make socks. That's it. You don't have to finish them. They don't have to be toe up, 2 at a time toe up sort of shorty. They don't have to be scrappy. You can use whatever yarn makes your little heart happy. I am going to be doing mine scrappy. I will have actually 2 socks that I'm going to be using in the make along. It will run until December 31st. I will be drawing from the Ravelry group. I will be drawing a few, 1 or 2, I haven't decided yet, prizes. It's completely participatory. You don't have to finish the socks. You can use socks that you've already started and have on the needles before the 1st of November. Whatever you want. just come and join the fun. So mine, I'm going to be doing 2 at a time toe up sort of shorties, but they are going to be scrappy. So on mine, the toes, heels, and a little bit of the cuff probably are going to be in the bare yarn like I use quite often. And then I'm just going to be doing scraps. So I'm starting with this little bit of yellow that I have. I put it on my scale and it didn't even register on my scale that there was any weight to it. So that's all there is. So I'm probably only going to get a few rounds in yellow. That's fine. That's fine. I have some other scraps in this fancy project bag. It's easier for me to keep it in a Ziploc baggie so that the yarn doesn't go wild and do things it shouldn't be doing, rattling around in the bottom of a project bag. So I have the scraps I'm going to start with in my Ziploc. And all the yarns I'm using for this pair of scrappy socks are going to be leftovers of yarn that I've dyed myself. And they're all pretty much one of a kind. They're just yarns I was dyeing, playing around with, like yarn, like that stuff. Almost everything that's in the bag so far is tonal or somewhat tonal. I'm going to do the yellow first, then I'm probably going to take, Baggy's getting the better of me. I'm going to either do pink or orange next, and what I'll probably do is I'll divide the skein into roughly half, and then I'll do however many rounds I can get out of the pink, then I'll do the orange, then I'll either do red or pink. You'd think I'm colorblind, wouldn't you? That's green, not pink, Karen. I'll do probably the red next, and then I have 2 small balls of that, so I'll just do 1 for each sock, and then the 2 greens, and then I'll see how far that gets me. I think I weighed this and it was about 37 grams. So this might take me to about the heel, give or take. Once I get to the heel, I'll switch and do the heel in bare. Then I will come back and I will use, if I've run out of all of these guys in the baggie, I'll go into my crystal or cut glass cookie jar where I have more balls of yarn. And then I'll decide, those ones are getting a little bit larger. I took the smallest ones out and put them into the Ziploc. And then I'll work my way up to some of the bigger ones, probably. I might do another pair down the road where I just do maybe 10 rounds in one color, then attach a second ball and do 10 colors in that color, and so on, and do them sort of, those ones will match. These ones are going to be roughly, approximately matching. There might be a couple colors where it might be, the stripe might be 1 or 2 rounds longer, 1 or 2 rounds shorter. They'll be close. They won't be exactly matchy-matchy, and I'm okay with that. But they will be sorta shorty, sorta matchy 2 at a time toe-up socks. Say that not even once. I can't even spit it out once without tripping over some of the words. But those are my 2 new pair of sorta shorty socks that I'm going to be working on. I will be taking one of the pair, I don't know which pair yet, with me tomorrow when I head to work with the hubby. We'll probably be leaving home 9 or 9:30 in the morning. The hubby has to work, or he's meeting up with his intern that's starting this weekend. Poor guy. He's just coming in and thrown in the deep end of the pool because we have a memorial service on Saturday, Sunday morning regular service, Sunday evening youth group and kids program, Monday a funeral, Tuesday There is the committal service, because they couldn't do the funeral and the committal on the same day. I don't know. And then Wednesday is our regular prayer meeting. And then Thursday is their, they have another kids group that comes to the church on Thursday afternoons, and then we're back to Friday again. So this week coming up is going to be a whirlwind it'll be fine for the hubby. That's, other than the funerals, that's normal workload for him. But this new guy that's coming on, this is going to be baptism by fire, poor kid. But anyways, it'll be a great experience for him. But anyway, so we'll probably be heading out to the church tomorrow morning. We'll probably be leaving home between 9 and 9:30 in the morning, probably. And we probably won't be home. Memorial service is at 2, then by the time the service is done, we won't be home till supper time probably. So I am taking my knitting. I'll take one or the other pair of my sort of shorty socks to work on, and I will have a lot more downtime than the hubby will have. So during my downtime, I will spend some time working on my socks and see how much progress I can make. I haven't decided if I'm going to work on I'll probably spend some time this week coming up working on geogradients, but I really do want to spend a fair bit of time working on my 2 sort of shorty socks. I'll probably divide up my time between those 2, especially the scrappy ones, because I'm really excited to add the next color in and see how that works, and then add the next color. So I think it's going to be really potato chippy for me to want to keep moving ahead with that. So I'm excited for that. And then I also do need to get back to working on Penguono. It's nice and cold out now, so now I'm happy to have that big, heavy, thick sweater on my lap and knit on it. When it's hot out, I had zero desire to touch it because it was just too warm. Now, I'll be excited to be able to work on that sweater because it's nice and cold out now. So, and I'm excited to start wearing all of my sort of shorty socks because my toes are getting cold. Bare feet and Birkenstocks this time of year, my toes are getting cold. So the socks are coming out now. So what else? I think that might be about it. Can't think of anything else earth-shattering to tell you about. I don't know if anything I did tell you about was earth-shattering. I will be starting up another thread on Ravelry for my Whip It Down week over Thanksgiving. I won't open that up. I'll talk about that more next weekend's podcast because that'll be starting up around the 15th or 16th of November. I think the first day of that will be on the Wednesday, whatever date that is. Is that the 15th? I don't know. Whatever that day is, I'll talk about it then. Or it'll be starting then, and I'll talk about it next Saturday when I sit down and talk to you. So hopefully some of you will join me with that. You can double dip. You can do the sort of, or you can do the scrappy sock make along. You can use those as a Whip It Down project. They both work. It will be a whip that you're working on then. For me, the Whip It Down week is just to get every single whip of mine out and spend some time working on it. And for me, that's not a huge ordeal because right now I have I have a total of 4 whips. I'm going to try to refrain from casting on anything else, even though I'm awful tempted. But casting on 2 new pair of socks has kind of hit that little happy spot for me. So anyway, I'm going to quit rambling. I shall let you go, and I'll see you guys again in a week. Bye now.